and go. So, once again, we are here going live on Facebook. We're going to try this one more again. Remember that from the 90s? One more again. Still drinking coffee.
Rainbow!
Everybody's
Stop.
getting...
Rainbow!
Everybody's getting woke up.
What the heck, Rainbow? There's nothing in there.
Yeah, I'm going live and you're screaming at the cat. Yeah, she apologized. Rainbow Kitty was trying to eat her eggs that she didn't eat. Rainbow Kitty likes to eat human food. I'm pretty sure he eats out of the dumpster. We love our cats, though. Our fur babies. Victoria says that she's the mama of the cats.
But you're the mama of Gimpy.
Oh, but I'm the mama of Gimpy. She's the mama of the other 4 cats. That means I'm the grandma.
And I'm the grandma too.
I'll be the grandma. But who feeds them and waters them and cleans the litter boxes? Yours truly. Yeah, do it at the bottom where it says guest. Victoria loves to play games online. She'll download a game and she always asks, can I download a game? And I tell her, delete another one first and then you can download another one. What's one of the games you like?
Oh.
I don't know. What, Gotcha Universe or?
I'm not playing that much, but TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. Oh, where is Annie Hetzler? I would near about tag her. Annie Hetzler is my dear, lovely friend that lives in San Antonio. Well, she just moved to another city in Texas. And we became friends, or we met through the tribe, the OTEP tribe. And me and her, we will video chat for hours and talk like we, have been best friends forever. Annie Hetzler. And anyway, Annie is on TikTok and likes Victoria's TikTok videos. I haven't ventured into the TikTok region yet. Do y'all do TikTok? I don't know. You make little 30-second videos with like music and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty creative. I think it's good for her. She's learning motor skills and creativity and learning ways to express herself. So that's cool. Of course, I watch them. Yeah, make sure there's nothing ugly on there.
Mama, I want you to choose the perfect princess or the fairy tale one.
I like the blue dress.
Okay, so it's a fairy tale.
A lot of the games, or I guess you call them games. A lot of the games that she plays are where you create characters. You choose their hairstyle, their skin color, their eye color, their clothing, their shoes, their gloves, whatever you want to think of. And she creates these little characters, and then they talk to each other and stuff. So
It's goes down again.
maybe she'll be a movie director one day. Maybe she'll be a clothing designer.
Maybe.
She said maybe. All right, so, it's been about 4 minutes and 22 seconds. I guess I'm doing this right. Y'all let me know. I would love to invite people over. I'd love to invite Sabrina Michelle Bell, my lovely that lives in Pennsylvania. If you're out there, Sabrina Michelle, say hello. Maybe sometime me and Annie Hetzler. How did you know I was talking about you? Annie Hetzler. Oh, what's up? Shadow Soldier for life. Tribe Hotel. Good morning, Annie Hetzler. I was just talking about you and Victoria and TikTok. That's what Victoria was playing. I'm trying out this live, I guess, live stream, live video. Yeah. Did you have the creepy feelings? Was your ears burning because I was talking about you? You all the way over in San Antonio, or well, you're in South Texas. Yeah. I'm up here in Northwest Arkansas, and you knew I was talking about you. So, if you read the topic of this supposedly live broadcast, yes, love funny videos. I love our pictures during video chat when we got like the crazy hats on, and I got the wizard hat, and you got the lizard breathing fire. But no, as you see, the topic of this live show here, a goal for this academic year. And what do you think my goal is for fall and spring 2019, 2020?
I have a hug.
Yeah, well, sorry, hang on. My human child needs a hug.
I know.
No, too bad. My little no, I love her.
Hi.
You see your hand?
Yeah.
All right, so what's up, Jill?
Who's that?
Jill is my best friend in the whole wide world since 4th grade. And you know what the cool thing is about Jill? Her first name is spelled J-I-L. Now, most of the time you would think that Jill is spelled J-I-L-L.
Can you see my face?
Yeah, I see your little face. Listen, but Jill, her parents named her, spelled it J-I-L. You know why?
Yeah.
That's her initials. Jillian Ivalane. J-I-L. How unique is that? Love it. Yeah. So let's see. Listen, Annie says, hello, little human. Yeah, I was at first when I was doing these live streams, I was gonna censor it and not put the child's name. That's why I called her the human child. Nah, everybody knows it's Victoria. Now our face is in it. All right, all right. You remember what I told you a while ago?
Oh, sorry.
Discipline. Anyway, all right. So Jill Wright, me and Jill, seriously, 4th grade. That was like 1989. All right. Holy moly, that's 30 years. 30 years. 30 years, Jill, that we've known each other. Oh, me and I don't know if you know this, Annie. I don't know if I told you about this, but back in the day, like 5th grade, me and Jill, that's joined the live stream, me and Jill created a band, and it was called Shred Apasalt. And we wrote lyrics. And Jill was gonna play the guitar, and I was gonna sing, and we were gonna save like bottle caps so we could buy a guitar. And we never got that guitar, but no, I still have the lyrics from back in the day, and I wrote a song called 2001. So back in 1989, 1990. 2001 was forever. And I thought that, let's see, we had flying cars and people living in jars. Wow. Look there, Bossy McGee. Hey, Bossy. Bossy gonna eat her some eggs. The cat eating your eggs. But no, Shred Apasalt. Here, I'm gonna type it out in the comments. So you'll see how we spelled it. I think this is it. Apasalt. All right. I think this, let's see. I think that's how we spelled it. What do you think, Jill? Well, I just hit comment. I don't know if it commented. Oh, wait. I missed all these comments. I mean, what am I, 92 years old and don't know how to use a computer? Look, there's Jill. She said, "What's up?" She's laughing. Bah! Jill, we're old, dude. I know. No, we're not old. All right, here we go. Yes, I am 40 years old. That means I have lived 40 years on this earth. Think about how much has gone on in 40 years. All right, now, time to close that chapter and open a new one and start another, I don't know, let's say 30 more years. I don't know. I am a smoker and overweight. Yeah, maybe, no, let's say 30 more years. So all this stuff that's happened in 40 years, I've got another 30 years to do even more stuff. So we just getting started. We halfway. I had never touched a guitar and I forgot about the bottle caps. Dude, I think it was like the tops to cans, like not even like bottle cap. Do you remember that? I remember I'd come stay at your house and we would play New Kids on the Block and we would slide across your floor on our knees and we thought we were so cool. And at recess, hey, at recess, me and you played football with all the boys. You remember that? I believe one of us was Jerry Rice. Remember that? We did. We played football. And then we got into this whole they had a talent show. I think it was in 5th grade. I don't know, 4th grade, 5th grade, and there was a talent show. And we practiced for like months for this talent show. Because we had one talent show where it was me, you, Jessica Styron, and Suzette Slater, which I know names have changed since then. And we dressed like the New Kids on the Block, and I was Donnie Wahlberg, and we were going to do we did Hanging Tough. And we made a huge background, and we spray painted on it. We had spray paint when we were 10 years old. Can't do that now. And then we did the talent show, and we did not win because Deetra Thompson won. Her and what was the girl with the red hair? It was 2 of them, and they did the little tails. They braided their tails like Jordan Knight, and they won. We lost. So then we started practicing for the next talent show. The next talent show never came, but we practiced. We would flip each other over each other's backs. Wow, that was, I think back to growing up, and I think of, rough times, but that was some good times too. Shred Applesauce, 2001. We've come a long way, Jill. Long way. And I'm glad. I'm proud. We've had some obstacles, as in like in each of our personal lives. I know you've been sick. How's the neck? I don't know if you're still on there, but how's your neck doing? I don't know. Am I supposed to wait on a comment? I don't know. Or, oh, look, I'm not keeping up with the comments. Come on. Look, it was. Did anybody ever get money for those things? I remember we should have won. Yes, because we did Hanging Tough. Hanging Tough. Christy Sullivan. Thank you. And it was only 2 of them. And New Kids on the Block got 5 members. How'd they win? And they did like the right stuff. Oh. Really? No. We did Hanging Tough. Now I'm caught up, Jill. I am reading them. I'm just having issues here. I came on here to talk about my goal for this academic year, but I got a little sidetracked talking about 5th grade. There was some good times, you know, back in the day, you know, with the shred apple salt and all that, and then junior high, and then high school, lots of problems. I mean, as in, I had some personal problems, but you sure did make it fun. And let's tell one more story. We were way better. There's Jill. So I got to keep clicking on this to keep up with the comments. Golly, how have I never used a laptop? I mean, but no, here we go. Another great story of me and Jill. Senior pep rally. Oh, we were so cool. I mean, we chose, like, people would walk out. Well, basically what happened was, we got the pep rally going. We got the junior high and high school in the bleachers. And I don't know, our class picked out some sappy song, or I don't know. I don't even remember what the song was. Doesn't matter. But they played a song, and they had like a treasure chest in the middle of the basketball court. And we would put something for the school to remember us by into the treasure chest. Okay. And, our class was made up of like 25, 30 people. And people would go in pairs, 2 people at a time, and then everybody crying, and they putting their football jacket in there, and, they putting sad things in there. I don't know, people crying and stuff. But me and Jill, we chose to be the last ones. If I could find a video of that, I don't have a video. But anyway, so me and Jill were the last ones, and we walked in a pair towards the middle of the basketball court with toilet paper, and we started throwing toilet paper into the crowd like we were rolling a yard. And everybody loved it, and everybody laughed, and we all laughed. So we threw toilet paper, and I had on some, like my tattoo says, distance breeds clarity. I had on a stupid t-shirt with a stupid person's name on it, and I took the t-shirt off and I put it in the treasure chest along with something else stupid. And then Jill, she had a tail. She had a braided tail. It was like as long as my braid. I'm kidding. I don't know. She had been growing that tail since 5th grade or 4th grade. And we brought out scissors and a Ziploc bag. And the crowd hushed, because they was all laughing with the toilet paper. And then everybody hushed. I got the scissors, and Jill held her hair. And we cut that tail off and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in a treasure chest. We left our mark, Jill. We left our mark. Tail. Don't be embarrassed. You were unique. We were unique. Well, you know what I'm saying. It was fun. We cut your tail off at the senior pep rally. That is hilarious. Like, that goes down in history. We threw toilet paper in the bleachers. Wow, that's so much. That's great. That's great. I think we left our mark. Do you remember what our senior song was? I don't. Oh no. Your life has sucked ever since we chopped the tail. We'll grow that tail back out, all right? And I'll hide the scissors, and we'll never cut it. Seriously, you should. You know what? Speaking of high school, my hair is the same style as it was in 1997. I believe I have a picture of me in high school with braids. That's funny. Some things never change. You like that, don't you? It's funny. Um, I don't know. I think we left our mark. It was fun. Uh, Jill was voted wittiest, I believe. Uh, Yours truly here was voted most likely to succeed. Freedom fighter. Um, I have succeeded. I have. Some bullshit song like the rose. Oh my God. Thank you that I don't remember. Let's just don't just we won't remember that. Let's quote OTEP. Selective amnesia is the people's anesthesia. We won't remember what the song was. Look, I didn't vote for it, okay? But you know, I am a completely different person today than I was when I lived in McGee, Mississippi. And I have completely did a 360 for the better. I'm a better person today than I was. Yeah, we didn't pick it. If it was me and Jill, we would have picked More Human Than Human by White Zombie. There you go. Or Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson. Right? I remember when that video came out, and you got me to watch that video, and we were like, he's riding a pig. Speaking of Marilyn Manson. Yeah, I'm kind of on a Marilyn Manson kick. I listened to him a lot last night. I like his new music. But no. Well, I don't know where I was going, but yeah, completely different person. And some of the main reasons that I am a completely different person is because of sociology. Dr. Amy Chastain Miller. Back in the day, I called her Chastain. But, today she is Dr. Amy Chastain Miller. She was my first sociology professor. The first time I'd ever heard the word sociology was like, 3 years into college? I mean, undergrad took me like 20 years to do. I'm kidding. It took 6 years, okay? And like $40,000 before interest. But I did. It was an elective. No, it was not an elective. Intro to Sociology was a required course needed to get a degree at the University of Southern Mississippi. So, I didn't know anybody, and I just chose, it was probably based on the time or something. And I got in that class. And Chastain, or Dr. Miller, opened my mind, opened my eyes. She helped me understand the world and try to make the world a better place. I can't thank her enough for changing my life for the better. Good times. Like, I would give $1 million if I could sit in Chastain's class and just hear her talk. She was great professor. And then Dr. Anne Marie Cannell, Dr. Cannell, she was so helpful, and she listened and she cared about me. And so Chastain and Cannell changed my life for the better. And they're both sociology professors at the University of Southern Mississippi. But yeah, I finally graduated in 2003 with a major in sociology, a Bachelor of Arts in sociology, and a minor in business administration. Why? Because I had taken so many business courses might as well have a minor. I changed my major like 10 times. I think I started out pre-med, biological sciences. Then it was nutrition dietetics. Couldn't pass chemistry. Then it was, I don't know, accounting, marketing. I was going to say economics, but no. A bunch of business shit. And took intro to Soc. And I remember going to Dr. Miller or Chastain. I went to her office and I said, I really want to change my major to sociology because this is, completely changed my world for the better. Like my personal life, it helped me to grow into a productive citizen. And she told me, she said, you're not ever going to make money. You're not ever going to make any money. But you could be a cheerleader for sociology. And I said, I don't care if I don't make money. I want to do sociology. Wow. Now that's a good memory. So yeah, I graduated in August 2003, moved to Starkville, Mississippi, to be with my boyfriend, Matt Hutchins, if you're out there. And couldn't find a job. I ended up working at Subway. I was the day manager at Subway. And for fun, I would read my old sociology textbooks for fun. Like it was just me and Matt. And I didn't know anybody in Starkville. What's up, James? James Bond. Thank you for joining. But no, let's see. So yeah, I was living in Starkville. I was working at Subway. I know you. And I'd come home from work and I'd pull out an intro to sociology textbook and read it for fun. That was my joy, was reading sociology textbooks. All right. So good to see you too. So, I would talk to people and they're like, if you're reading textbooks for fun, why don't you go to school? Why don't you go get your master's? And I was like, I can't go to grad school. I can't, I'm not, okay, cool. I'll hit you up. But yeah, I was like, I can't go to grad school. I don't, I'm not good at that. And they're like, you're reading textbooks for fun. But it's got to be sociology. Can't be like chemistry or something. Got to economics. Got to be sociology. So I said, hey, I talked to Chastain again, or Dr. Amy Chastain Miller, and got me some references. Mississippi State University is located in Starkville. I went and took the GRE. I didn't even really study for the GRE. I just went and took it just to see what it was like. And I guess I did okay on it. I don't know. And I'll never forget, December 2006, I received a letter in the mail that said I had been accepted to the graduate program of sociology at Mississippi State University, and I was awarded a teaching assistantship. And that's one of the greatest moments of my life. I couldn't believe it. And it was Dr. Zhao Zhu was the department head. And he said, come join us. And I jumped on the bandwagon. January 2007, started grad school. That first semester, I took Sociology of Education and two other classes. Statistics, I think it was Stats 1, Sociology of Education with Dr. Jones, Jim Jones. Yeah, his name was Jim Jones, but it's not the Jim Jones you're thinking. Dr. Jim Jones, and I was a teaching assistant for Dr. Dwayne Gill. Um, and Dr. Gill was teaching sociology of sport. So to be honest, I didn't really know what a teaching assistant did. So I just went to every class he taught, and I took notes, and I took notes on how Dr. Gill taught, so I could learn how to teach myself. Because teaching assistant, that's what I was going to school for, was to teach instead of research. And of course I took notes on the content as well, because it's sociology. It was interesting, and he let me substitute teach one day and I didn't do good. I'll save that story for another day. But Dr. Gill was very, very good, advising me and training me. Did a great job, Dr. Gill. Dr. Dwayne Gill is a Regents professor at Oklahoma State University right now. Now he's a sociology superstar. Many, many publications. Anywho, so during that first semester, we were to choose or, pick out a major professor. All right. And usually we would choose, a grad student would choose like 3 professors, and we would create a document, basically begging them to work with us and help us get through grad school and, become our major professor. Scared to death. I didn't know who was going to, help. So after, during the middle of that spring 2007, Dr. Jim Jones, professor of the Sociology of Education class, he came up to me one day and said, "I think you're really smart, and I think you're going to do really good in the program." He was like, "Have you chosen a major professor yet?" And I was like, I said, "No, I'm." He said, "Well," he said, if you need, I can be your major professor." What? I thought I was supposed to beg people to work with me. And Dr. Jones was offering to work with me. And I went and signed that paperwork, and I got Dr. Jones as my major professor. And it was very cool. It was very nice of him. Wow. That was great. I was also, let's see, and so I was a teaching assistant for Dr. Jones, and he was teaching Intro to Sociology, and I would go to his class every day, and I would help grade papers if needed, or, he let me grade papers, and I'd use a red pen. Ooh, I loved it. And I would go to those classes, and I would take notes on how they gave the lecture, so I could know how to do it one day. Y'all, that was so much fun. I was also a teaching assistant for Dr. Amy Burdett. And this was kind of a different experience. She was teaching population problems and Intro to Sociology, which, remember, I go to their classes every time they teach. I go and sit in the classroom and take notes like a student, even though I'm the assistant. And then, of course, if they need anything, I go do it, or make copies or grade papers or whatever they need, I do it. All right. Well, the kicker this semester, I was registered as a student taking population problems. And I was also a teaching assistant for Dr. Burdett that taught population problems. So one or two times Dr. Burdett needed a substitute teacher. I substituted in the class that I was taking. Isn't that crazy? And I mean, I did it. I passed. I did good. I learned a lot about demography and fertility rates, and it was great. Dr. Burdett, very, very kind, very intelligent. Learned a lot. So let's see, who else did I work for as a teaching assistant? I think this was a year had gone by, and I was promoted to lecturer. All right, which meant now, there's Jill. She's still on there. So I was a teaching assistant, I was a gopher for any professor that they gave me, which was fine. I loved it. I mean, y'all, grad school was the best time of my life. I loved it. I enjoyed every single minute of it. I loved it. All right, so I got promoted to lecturer, which meant I would teach my own class and take courses. Now keep in mind, while I was a teaching assistant, I was also taking coursework. Yeah, Jill, I'm telling my grad school story because it makes me happy. But no, so yeah, every semester I was taking classes as a student in grad school, and I was a teaching assistant for a professor, and I would manage the computer lab. I know it sounds like a lot. No, computer lab, I sit in the computer lab and I watch OTEP videos, and if somebody came in, I'd help them get on the internet. No, it was more than that. It was more, it was a responsibility. We had the key to unlock the computer lab. Big deal. That's where we did, statistics and stuff. We were supposed to do our homework, but, I'd get on YouTube and watch OTEP. I remember that. All right, so I got promoted to lecturer, and they gave me the class of marriage and family. Now, this could have been a coincidence, or was it a pattern? But what I noticed was that teaching assistants would get either marriage and family or intro to sociology. Okay. What I noticed was male grad students got intro, female grad students got marriage and family. Interesting. Now, don't get me wrong. There were exceptions, because I do know a male that taught marriage and family and a female that taught intro. But it's kind of weird, isn't it? So I'm taking, grad level theory 1, theory 2. Dr. Barkowski. I loved theory class. I think out of all of the classes that I took in grad school, theory 1 and 2 was my favorite. Blew my mind. Loved it. I'm taking methods, research design, sociological statistics, population problems, sociology of gender. I don't know. I don't even know what else. I just, ate it up because I enjoyed it. It was fun. All right. So I'm a lecturer. I'm taking classes, and I'm teaching marriage and family. Got a classroom of, I don't know, like 70 students or something. They gave me a book and said, teach. That's it. That's it. I remember asking other grad students, can I see your syllabus? Because I don't know how to make one. I would look at my syllabus for my classes that I was taking as a student, so I would know how to make a syllabus. Nobody came in and told me how to do it. Nobody ever came in and watched me to see if I was doing it right. I just did it, and it was fun. I learned so much. God. All right, so I think I did that for a year. And in June 2009, I became pregnant. What? Was not expecting that. So fall of 2009, I was pregnant, teaching marriage and family. My child's father and I were living together, and I was trying to take classes and trying to write a thesis, which, long story for another. I'm leaving out the bad parts. I'm just telling the fun parts. Victoria was supposed to be born in February of 2010. All right. So, up until like December the 10th, 2009, I was teaching, big and pregnant, teaching marriage and family. Well, we got out for Christmas break, and surprise, I had a baby New Year's Eve. She surprised us all. A little firework. Boom. 1 minute, I was a grad student. The next minute, I had a baby, a human. Responsibility. Wow. So I took off a year when she was 1 year old. For the first year, I took off grad school because of childbirth. April 1st, 2011, Victoria was 15 months old. Me and her dad were married. He requested a divorce. Long story short, I said, deuces. You got your divorce. We're divorced. Let's do it. He he went and drained the bank account, and I didn't have no money, and he ran. and I'm stuck with no job in the middle of grad school with a 15-month-old kid. Fun times. Thankfully, my mom and dad, held out their arms, open arms. Come live with us. We'll help you. So July of 2011, I moved to this town that is also known as shithole. I moved to, hey, Jared, J-Rod. What's up, Jared? I'm telling a couple of stories to catch everybody up on what I've been, grad school and all. So let's see here. Yeah, 2011, July, I moved to Russellville, Arkansas, which was 8-hour drive from Starkville, Mississippi. Russellville is about an hour northwest of Little Rock. And I live with mom and daddy, and I had a 15-month, a year and a half year. What about grad school? What about my PhD? I'd done all this work. I was a teaching assistant. I was a lecturer, and it all just crumbled. Well, I got a phone call. Dr. Lynn Kosman, thank you. She was the department head at Mississippi State. And she says, "Do you want a degree?" I was like, "Yes." I mean, I had taken and passed PhD level statistics, PhD level research methods, PhD level theory. I'd passed all those courses. I just did not write a thesis. So Dr. Kosman says, come on back to Starkville for a minute, take the exit exam, and you can have a master's of science in sociology. So I started studying, and the week before the exam, I studied 24/7. And then, that Friday came, and I sat down at a computer, for hours and just typed out answering, essay questions about Karl Marx and everything I knew about sociology. It was a great feeling. It was a great feeling. And of course, I passed it. And December 2011, I walked and got my master's of science in sociology. And that was like a highlight of my life. It was great. Now, I still lived in Russellville, Arkansas, though. Couldn't find a job. Randomly, I ended up taking a year position as an instructor at the University of Memphis. So me and my little 3-year-old and all my cats, we moved to Cordova, Tennessee, and I was an instructor for a year. I taught criminology, contemporary social problems, intro to sociology, and then that spring semester, I got to teach social inequality. That was like my favorite class in the world. I got to teach social inequality. I got to pick the book out. Oh, it was great. That first semester, though, I had about 500 students, I swear. And I got every one of them to write a research paper. I remember Dr. Cannell said, "You're learning, grasshopper. You're learning." I have never, peace out, Jill. Yeah, holla anytime. I'm going to wrap this up here in a minute. I got to talking about good times and, it's fun. Anywho, since then, I have never required my students to ever write a research paper ever again. I learned. Yeah, I was grading like 500 research papers. I couldn't even get the content because the grammar and the spelling and the punctuation was so bad. Y'all, the writing in college is problematic. It's bad. The students will type their papers, their research papers or essays or whatnot, using text language. They don't capitalize the first letter of a sentence. So basically, when I grade something, I have to go through and correct the spelling and grammar and punctuation, and then reread it so I can understand the content. Ugh. All right. So my contract ran up, and Fight Club, University of Memphis, contract went up, and I needed to reapply, which I did. And somebody else came in that had a PhD in publication. Wow. Did y'all hear that? That was Rainbow Kitty and Izzy Kitty, Fight Club. Anyway, somebody came in with better credentials than me, and they got the job. And so I had to move back to Russellville and live with my parents. Fun times. Uh, that was 2013. Something. Um, I finally got tired of it all, and I started from scratch. I moved out of my parents' house. I got in government housing, Medicaid, food stamps. I worked at Whataburger with 15-year-olds. But I survived. I remember working at Whataburger and looking out the window and saying, and looking at Arkansas Tech University and saying, I'm going to teach there one day. I worked at Whataburger, and then I worked at my parents' florist for a couple months, and I finally said no. I went and made business cards, got dressed up, went into the department at Arkansas Tech. Hi, I'm Jamie Foster. I'm an instructor of sociology. Do you have any classes you need to be, need teaching, whatever? And this man came out from the back and says, you're in luck. We need someone to teach judicial process. Never heard of it. I was like, sure. And then they gave me 2 intro to sociology classes. And that was in 2015, fall 2015. And now I am still an adjunct instructor, basically a part-time instructor. You hear Rainbow? At Arkansas Tech University. The pay is horrible, but the job is awesome. I when I leave work, a lot of times I'm smiling. Like I enjoy the work so much. I don't care about the pay, or the no benefits, or the no retirement. But the teaching sociology is fun. Well, so now we're caught up. Thanks for everyone hanging out. I'm gonna have to change the what is this called? I wrote on here a goal for this academic year. I did not talk about that. I talked about my travel through the higher educational system, bachelor's degree, master's degree, getting jobs, etc., and caught you up to what I'm doing today. I do what I love. I love teaching sociology. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Obviously, I mean, God, nobody else would work for this horrid pay. Nobody. But like I said, I get in my car after class and I'm smiling. And when I'm at home, like today, I'll read over my PowerPoints so I can practice for next week. It makes me happy. So, sociology changed my life. That's when I'm going to change the thing up here where it says a goal for this academic year. I'm going to take that down and I'm going to put sociology changed my life. And that will be the description of this very long-winded live video. Interesting. Well, I got to go let Rainbow out because he is meowing. He needs to go outside. He got in a fight with Izzy. I guess my child is asleep. No, she's listening. She said, I'm not asleep. She's listening. All right. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Come up with some topics for me and I'll get on here and we'll talk about them. I want to figure out how I can invite people and maybe have me on live stream and like Sabrina Michelle on live stream, and both of us talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Thanks, J Rod, for coming by. Good to see y'all. And peace out.